It's counting down until 10 o'clock.
Really? It's drawn on. How's it counting? We better hurry up then. Okay. So, SEALs came down,
Yes.
shot Osama,
In a helicopter. They
took his
can't
body
fly.
away, collected some stuff, and went away. Okay, so here are my questions.
Okay.
How long was he there for? We think like 5 years?
Like 5 or 6 years.
Long time. Did Pakistan know he was living there?
I have no idea. I mean,
They're claiming no.
It's hard to say Pakistan, right? I mean, that's a country, not a person.
Pakistan. Am I saying it right?
You're not. No, and I can't say it correctly.
There's
I mean,
a-
President Obama can say it
Obama
correctly.
says it perfectly.
He says it perfectly every time.
Pakistan. No, I'm doing it.
And
I'm
then
gonna get
he
English
like
letters.
knows the name of the food there. He's freaky smart.
People were mocking him at first. Remember?
Yes. Stupid
And then
people were
everyone
mocking him.
realized, oh wait, he's saying it right, and we're all saying it wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Is Pakistan upset that we killed Osama?
Yes.
They
well, again, people in Pakistan.
Oh, the government is saying.
The government, I mean, the country isn't a person. Countries don't have feelings.
The government of Pakistan.
Many people in Pakistan are pleased,
Mm-hmm.
and many other people are, other people are not.
pleased.
And I don't want to infer how many are in each
Well,
group.
well, I guess that's my next
But
question.
neither group consists of the null set. So
My next question was, I saw photos of people in Pakistan showing like picket signs and banners supporting Osama. Now, I don't know if this was taken like recently or in the recent past. So I was wondering if that's the general perception of people in Pakistan or just a extreme minority or extremist minority.
I would say there almost certainly are individuals and groups in Pakistan that are not pleased that the United States essentially invaded their country with military forces without the consent of their government and landed, assassinated an individual, killed a certain number of individuals,
Right.
stole a bunch of personal property, and left a mess. On the other hand, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
not going to
understand.
lose a lot of sleep about it.
I understand some helicopters landed and less helicopters left than arrived.
Yes, we left one helicopter on the ground.
How many came in?
I think originally it was supposed to be 2 helicopters, and one of them, as it was landing, experienced, something went wrong.
So
so it landed too hard, such that it damaged the helicopter. They didn't think it could take off again.
So they destroyed it.
So they sent in a 3rd helicopter
Oh, they sent another helicopter in.
to bring people out. I mean, there was already a helicopter there. The people
Yeah.
in the helicopter were there, right? They participated in the mission. But there were additional helicopters that came in that evacuated all the people that had gone in out.
And they destroyed that helicopter.
Then
that
they
was-
destroyed the helicopter on the ground because we don't want that helicopter, which presumably has
firepower.
many, not firepower, presumably is built with many things we would not like our enemies to know. Like, how do you make a helicopter which can fly across the country and yet somehow not be picked up on their radar?
Right, and no one knew it was coming. Okay, that makes sense. So they were in and out in 43 minutes.
That's what I'm told. I wasn't there.
I
was not there. If anyone asks, I have witnesses.
Okay. Why did it have to be so quick in and out? You
Well,
think
again,
once they get in and kill the guy, they can just
technically
linger.
we were invading a foreign country with.
But we had bases. We had a relationship
We
with
don't
the
have
Pakistani
bases
government.
in
We don't?
Pakistan.
We were like flying our drones from Pakistan. weren't we?
Yes, and we have the permission of the Pakistani government for each drone flight, or we are technically invading another country's sovereign territory.
Interesting.
And so they didn't want to be there too. I mean, no good could come of being there for 8 hours, right? I mean,
Unless you
there,
like,
there
collect
may be
evidence for
allies
8
of his in the
hours.
neighborhood, right? I mean, no one wants to get shot
Right.
because they're in Pakistan where people that might want to shoot them are. So you're in there, it's dark,
So they went
you
in.
do what you can, and you get
They
out.
got the Osama. And put him back
Yes.
on the helicopter and took off with him.
We assume so.
Well, they later
Well, they said they buried
put
him
him
in
into the
sea.
sea.
I mean, we're pretty sure they took him on the helicopter to do so.
Right. And then they collected a bunch of evidence, like hard
Yes.
drives, computers,
Yeah, apparently lots of stuff.
diaries. So very quickly, though. They didn't have time to look around.
A lot
for
of
stuff.
time. So those Navy SEALs know what they're looking for.
So now they didn't take any prisoners, right? So all the wives
I don't believe they
were
took any
left
prisoners.
behind, so we couldn't question them.
I mean, they haven't said they took any prisoners.
Yeah. I don't want to start any rumors. Okay, so I think that's enough now for the death of Osama. Because everybody wants to get to our next topic. Next topic is England and the royal wedding. Okay. I wanted to talk about England because I have a friend named Neil. Who is British.
Yes.
From Britain. Recently from Britain.
Yes.
I wanted him on the show to tell me all about England.
Yes,
and
too
I
smart
thought
to come
the
on your
royal
show.
wedding was a good excuse to have him on.
Yes.
So I said, hey, Neil, will come on my show? And he didn't respond. And so I
No.
emailed him again. Neil, come on my show. And then I caught him on iChat. And I said, Neil, come on my show. And then he said, no, I have plans that night.
Yes.
He said he was also embarrassed because I dragged him on to Kathy Griffin's TV show,
You did.
My Life on the D-List. We got a picture of Neil on the show. Let's take a look at him. Let's take a look. That's Neil on Kathy Griffin's My Life on the D-List. Now, he looks totally normal and acceptable here. I don't know why he was embarrassed to be on the show. There's no fun made of him.
No.
He's
He's
totally
embarrassed to
fine.
be on this show now.
I think once he sees this, he'll be very upset. Okay.
If he sees this.
Word might get around. So we don't have Neil on the show.
Nope.
And I'm going to talk to you instead about
Yep.
the royal wedding. First of all, that hat
That
from
hat?
Princess Beatrice. Princess
Yeah.
Beatrix.
What's
Wasn't that
up
crazy?
with that hat?
Do we have a picture of the hat? Let's see a picture of the hat. Okay. So here's the hat.
That's-
Hello! Hello! Look how big my hat is. It's like a toilet seat. It's gigantic. That's my impression of a royalty.
The
in
Queen,
England.
really. That's your impression
That's
of
my
the Queen.
impression of the Queen. And this is not the Queen. This
No.
Hello. I can't stop doing that.
Yeah.
It's Prince Beatrice who wore this crazy hat to the wedding.
Princess Beatrice.
Yes, Princess Beatrice.
Yes.
Is that what I said?
You said Prince Beatrice, which
Oh,
would be
sorry.
totally different.
Yes. Okay, so what's with that hat? I guess we have no answer for that.
We got no answer. Well, apparently they like wearing very, very large and elaborate hats to royal weddings.
I heard this hat, though, outdid all the other hats. Okay, so we had a royal wedding. It was a big deal. The last wedding we had was Andrew and Sarah, Prince Andrew.
Well, not,
and
the,
Sarah
not the
Ferguson.
last wedding. Oh, the last British royal
Yes.
wedding of any significance.
And that was clearly
Because Britain, that whole country is just full of people with various claims to royalty.
Yes.
I'm sure some of them have gotten married recently.
okay. But to the point, that wedding wasn't as big of a
Andrew
deal.
and Sarah. No, not as big
as
of a
this
deal.
one.
Because Andrew is not second in line for the British
Okay,
throne.
so when someone in line to the British throne gets married, it's a big deal.
Well, it's a bigger deal.
Bigger
and
deal.
plus, well, I mean, William's no great looker, but
Really?
Kate, she's cute.
I wouldn't know. I only have eyes for one. So Queen Elizabeth
Queen Elizabeth II.
II, the current queen,
Yes, not the dead one.
is married to Prince Philip.
Yes,
But Prince Philip is not the king.
that's correct.
Why is that?
Because Elizabeth II's father was the king.
Right.
So she is queen because her father died and because there were no male relatives ahead of her in the line of succession, which is her father didn't have any male heirs.
Right.
So in that case, I guess British royalty will suffer with a woman.
But when
But she got married. Her husband, although of some quantity of royal blood, was not descended of the house of Windsor, I
Right.
think, and therefore doesn't become king.
but when one day when William becomes king, will Kate become queen?
Yes,
So that's a little
because
different.
she's married, right? She became queen
By marrying the king.
by marrying the king,
So you can't become king by marrying.
right? Because
You can become queen by marrying.
king is bigger than queen.
Like in
Now,
well, in
if
chess. Well, never mind about that.
if William passes away,
God forbid.
God forbid, I guess, God save the Queen, before he ascends to become king, Kate will not become queen, right? It'll fall to the the
brother.
next, well, probably to the brother. I mean, to the appropriate heir along the family line.
So it would never become her as
And
the queen.
I think even if William dies, I think one of his children, if they've had children yet, will become king, and I think she becomes queen mother or something.
Queen mum.
Yeah, it's all very confusing to us Americans.
Right. That's why I have so many questions. Most of my questions are about the monarchy.
Wow.
I'm going to skip ahead to the tweet, though. We had a tweet, and I actually had the same question written down here.
Yeah.
Is England, Great Britain, and the United Kingdom all words for the exact same thing?
No, God, no.
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 Oh, we got. Did we get tweeted about that just now?
Yeah, if only you'd turned off your phone.
Isn't Helena Bonham Carter the queen? Who's Helena Bonham Carter?
She played the queen.
Oh, she's
in
an
that
actress.
movie.
No, she's not the queen.
No, she's not the queen. She's an actress who's played the queen.
Okay. So England, Great Britain, and the United Kingdom. Tell me what each one of those is.
So let's see. The islands are the British islands, and there are like hundreds of them. They're just all the islands off Europe. Although I don't think Ireland is part of the British islands. So who
Ireland
knows?
is a different. Ireland.
I think Ireland is its own island.
Yes.
Great Britain is, I think, England, which is one of the islands, and Scotland,
It's
and
all part
Wales.
of the same island. Those are actually all on the same
Well,
island.
I think they're all on the same island, but there are
The
islands
island is
off the
called
edge of all of them.
Britain.
So Great Britain was like these three kingdoms that combined to call themselves Great Britain. The United Kingdom, I think, is those three plus Ireland. And I think it was plus the entire island of Ireland, only then the southern part of Ireland seceded, and now it's only part of now it's only the northern part that's part of the United Kingdom.
I remember
anymore.
in the 80s, the Northern Ireland was trying to not
Yes,
be the
lots.
UK. And there were
Well,
terrorists
they're-
or something, and things
Yes,
blew up.
yes, badness.
So how'd that turn out? They stopped doing
It
that.
got better.
It got better? Are they happy being part of the UK now?
Many of them are.
Enough to stop blowing things up, I guess.
Well, I think they blow things up less.
Okay. Does the monarchy have any actual power now?
Very little.
Very little. Is it mostly
It's
ceremonial
a
power?
constitutional monarchy. So most of the powers they have are ceremonial. In a sense, they do still. The Queen apparently still appoints, who the Prime Minister is, although she's limited in whom she can pick.
Can she only pick the one who won the election?
Well, she is supposed to pick the person who represents the party in the House of Commons with the largest majority in the House. And generally that's the person with the majority, but sometimes no single party wins a majority. In that case, apparently whoever the monarch is has a bit of freedom, although they still almost always by convention pick the person with the most people.
All right. I hate to cut you off like that, but
You don't.
our time is up.
It is?
Thanks for watching. Our next show will be June 9th. It'll be a nice early summer evening when I see you next. So thanks for watching. And
Let me quick answer. Tim Burton is not the king. We've explained why there are no otters. Oh, look, I made you a box.
Oh, it's a box.
It's
of
a
my
business card box.
cards.
Although I need to tweak it a little, because see, some of the sides, like I should have done it so that half the sides were, were better.
Do we have to do something about this?
I don't know. Do you know how to defuse an explosive?
Okay, I think we have to eat the red donut.
Bad news.
There's no red
There's
donut.
no red donut.
What's going to happen?
We're doomed.
This is our season finale. Will we be alive for the next season? Is this going to blow up in our face? Will our viewers see us next month?
You'll have to
gonna
wait
happen?
and see.
We'll have to wait and see. Great show.
Okay, this is